It's another Lefty, and it's made by Kay. Didn't have a name on it, couldn't find any evidence of a name. Definitely Kay. It's got all the K numbers in there, your P4, your L number. Those P4 or P5 L numbers, they don't mean anything. They have to do with the production of the lot that they were making. They're not model numbers. And a K, if it's a model number, it'll say K number. This one has an extra number, 5856. I don't know what that means because there is no model 5856. Maybe that was whoever they made this for. That was their model number. I don't know. But it's definitely K. It's from the 60s, I believe. It's in really fine shape. It's got a fair share of scratches and dings, but man, this is the way these finishes looked originally. You know, that's 60 years ago, more than 60 years ago. And the unique feature here, of course, it has an actual mouse hole and a couple other chew marks. Now, I've repaired probably 50 of these things. Every other one has evidence that a mouse has lived inside of them. There's always some mouse packaging or residue of some sort in half of these things. This is the first one where they actually gnawed on it, where it was part of their lunch. So they're like, you're like, well, why don't you fix that? I'm not going to fix that. That's part of the charm and the history of this instrument. And besides, I don't know how to fix that without it looking even worse. So we'll call that a mouse tone hole, right? Improves the tone, much larger amount of tone coming out. So it is a very standard model of K's. There's no truss rod, which may actually push it back into the 50s. I don't know if they made any in the 60s that didn't have truss rods, but it's in such nice shape, I can't imagine it's from the 50s. It has a walnut fretboard, your standard old poplar neck with a walnut fretboard, all standard, 25 and 3/4 inch scale, very standard. The construction is birch laminate with the faux wood striping and burst paint job that they did so well. I put some new tuners on there. It's got the new Grover modern vintage style tuners, which are really nice. I put some dots on the side there for your pleasure, your playing pleasure. It's got a new bone nut, 1 11/16. Got your new 12-inch radius. The neck came off, went back in perfectly, and some Jescar 47-104 frets, all perfectly flat, plays grand all the way up to the end, very low action. Got your aluminum lightning bridge on there, one of my specialties, and this is the original trapeze. Now I went ahead and put the Type 13 single coil silver foil in there for a nice, clean, wonderful sound. New linear pots for you lefties. This is a really nice guitar. It's in great shape. It does have a large neck because there's no truss rod. It still doesn't need to be that big. It's just the way they made them, but that shouldn't bother anybody. And you know, you don't get too many opportunities for a Lefty Archtop from the 50s, 60s. Old, beautiful thing.